LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome to Impact No Surrender. Our first Impact pay-per-view since we began Impact Universe, not counting Bound for Glory, our first one since the storylines really began, so to say. And we're kicking things off with the X Division Championship up for grabs as here comes Swerve Strickland to the ring. Swerve making his way to the ring tonight, challenging for the X Division title, looking to get that first championship victory in the LS11 Universe, the all-important first championship. And the X Division is a very special championship because the champion can invoke Option C for a championship match at a future show of their choosing. So Swerve tonight challenges for that championship. But he has to contend with the numbers game, and the numbers game is, well, it's quite the thing to have to contend with, that's for sure. That's the best way to put it, I suppose. So Swerve has made his way to the ring. And here comes the X Division champion, Mike Bennett, the Miracle. His tag team partner from OGK, Matt Taven, in the corner of his tag partner tonight. The X Division champion making his way to the ring. It's great to actually see him wrestling again because, you know, he kind of moved to 2K22 right after Impact started, and then the created wrestlers have been a little rough for the first few weeks. But the Miracle, Mike Bennett, makes his way to the ring. Even then, he's still called Mike Kanellis for some reason. So Bennett with his championship on the line tonight. He beat Rockstar Spud for it at Bound for Glory a couple of months ago. But now tonight, he has to contend with Swerve, who many say is a much more fearsome opponent. So the X Division title is on the line. Introducing the challenger, Swerve Strickland. And his opponent, he is the X Division champion, representing OGK, the Miracle, Mike Bennett. So Bennett and Strickland meeting over that X Division title. It's the opening contest here at No Surrender. It's bound to be a good one. I've been looking forward to it since pretty much the day it got announced. So X Division title up for grabs. Strickland, Bennett, one-on-one. Here we go. They lock up. Bennett immediately into a stunner, takes down Strickland, who gets back to his feet. Strickland with frantic hurries. Bennett counters. Bennett grabs onto him now, and Bennett pulling back on the nose. Takes him down. And now Bennett taunting the crowd, but Swerve answers back with a chop. Forearm strike, taking him off his feet. Comes off the ropes, throws a right hook at the X Division champion. Bennett getting the arms up, and he grabs onto Swerve. Bennett throws Swerve into the corner now. Mike Bennett grabs onto him. Bennett goes up to the top rope, punching Swerve in the face. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Swerve pushes away before lucky number 7. Going for a big knee strike. Bennett answered back. Swerve knocks him back though. And now Swerve with Bennett throws him into the referee. Big knee strike connects from Swerve. Springboard moonsault. 1, 2. Kick out from Bennett. Mike Bennett got the shoulder up. Swerve gets him back to his feet. Throws a roundhouse but gets caught. And now Swerve sent into the corner again by Bennett. And now Mike Bennett ties the arm up in the ropes. Bennett ties up the arm. Swerve Drops down. Bennett, no. Swerve sends him headfirst into the turnbuckle. Elbow strike takes him down. Swerve goes up to the middle rope, and Swerve calls a shot. Elbow to the back of the head. For an elbow strike, Bennett out of the way. And now Mike Bennett gets caught with a clothesline. Swerve into another. And now Swerve grabs the leg, sweeps the leg of Mike Bennett. And Swerve drops the elbow. Bennett now is down. Swerve grabbing him, getting him back up to his feet, and Swerve with a chop. Bennett now stalking Strickland, gets him up to his feet now. Bennett's got him up and carrying him in his arms, throws him into the corner, and throws him across the ring. He goes down. Bennett up to the middle rope now, and Bennett taunting the crowd. He knows this crowd loves Swerve. And now Bennett grabs onto him, pops him up. Spine buster to the challenger. Bennett getting Swerve back up to his feet now, and Mike Bennett went for a right hand. Swerve countered. Swerve with a drop kick takes down Bennett. Standing shooting star press. And Swerve takes down the X Division champion. Goes to the top rope, and Swerve 450 splash. 1, 2. Bennett kicks out. Swerve can hardly believe it. Bennett kicks out. And now Swerve getting Bennett back up to his feet. Swerve went for a roundhouse. Bennett with a right hook. Bennett with a super kick. Takes him down. Mike Bennett into a cover now. 1. No! Swerve gets the shoulders up. And Bennett can't believe it either. Swerve is down, and now Mike Bennett getting Swerve back up to his feet. Bennett, right hand, turns him around. Went for the rolling cutter. He gets caught. Taken down. 4. House call! Swerve into a cover. 1, 2. No! 2 3/4 at least. Mike Bennett kicked out a house call. Swerve hits the ropes. Goes for an elbow drop. Bennett out of the way. And now Mike Bennett grabs onto him. Mike Bennett grabs Swerve. Double underhook. Pops him up. Drives him into his face. Onto the mat. Bennett now stands over Swerve as Swerve gets back up to his feet. Forearm strike from Swerve. For a right hand, Bennett out of the way. Bennett grabs onto Swerve. And now Mike Bennett going for it again. Swerve turns it into a Hurricane Rana. Swerve now goes to the top rope. Swerve Strickland up high. Strickland telling him to get up to his feet. Swerve. Hurricane Rana to Mike Bennett. Swerve goes to the outside now, and Swerve, he's called his shot, and he tells Bennett to get up. Swerve gets caught, though. Bennett stuns him into the ropes, and he goes down on the outside with a thud. Bennett now follows Swerve to the outside, and Bennett grabs onto Strickland, gets him up on his shoulders, and Mike Bennett, oh my God, oh, discus punch! Thought he was going to look for Miracle in Progress on the outside. Now Bennett pulling back on the arm of Swerve. Swerve is down. Bennett getting him back up to his feet. Mike Bennett gets Swerve back up. Bennett throws Swerve into the barricade and takes him down. And now Swerve getting back to his feet. Bennett wipes his feet, says he's done, but Swerve, missile drop kick, drops Bennett. And now Swerve gets him back up again, turns him around. Swerve gets him up in an electric chair, turns him around. Bennett into a Hurricane Rana, takes down Strickland. Swerve's down. Bennett with a right hook now, and Mike Bennett, the Miracle, gets up. Power bomb. Swerve is down. Bennett with a kick. Goes for another one. And now it looks like Matt Taven's trying to provide an assist, lurking around ringside. Swerve holding his knee, grasping at it, but he grabs the leg of Bennett as Bennett throws a kick, and Swerve takes him down. And now Swerve into the corner, runs the ropes. Tornado DDT to Mike Bennett. Hits the ropes. Oh, Bennett starts getting up though before Swerve can do anything. And now Bennett turns him around. Bennett, oh God, here we go. Rolling cutter. Good night, Swerve. Bennett, 1, 2. Swerve got the shoulders up. Oh my God, Swerve back to his feet. Gets caught with a right hook. Knocks back Bennett. And now Swerve. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker from the champion. Bennett gets him up to his feet. Now Bennett with another super kick. Telling Swerve one more time to get up. Mike Bennett could put this one away. Grabs on him, Swerve counters. Swerve takes him down. Second time. House call. Into the cover. Gets off of him though. Swerve wants to end it big. Swerve to the top. Looking for the finale. 450. No. I think you should have just covered him after house call. And now Bennett, he's back up. Swerve headbutts him. Swerve now kicks him down. There's another kick from Swerve. Goes for a stomp. Bennett out of the way. Swerve caught into a flapjack. Bennett into a cover now. 1, 2. Swerve gets the shoulders up. And now Swerve is staggering Bennett. Stalking him. He grabs onto Swerve. Bennett throws him into the corner. Tries to grab him. Swerve counters. Swerve rolls through. Flatliner. And now Swerve getting him back up to his feet. Swerve looking for a finishing sequence here. Third time. House call. Goes up top. One more time. Swerve for the definitive end. 450. Cover. 1, 2. Swerve is X Division champion. Swerve Strickland is X Division champion. A huge victory there for Swerve. He knocks off the Miracle Mike Bennett. Bennett came so close quite a few times. Matt Taven didn't factor in the way we thought he might. Ultimately, your winner and new X Division champion, Swerve Strickland. Swerve now has the option of holding the X Division title as long as he wants until he loses it, or cashing in option C. But we're going to move into our next matchup. The Impact Tag titles up for grabs. The Impact Tag Team Championships on the line up next. As here come SCU to the ring. Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. Don't let the Trons fool you. It's not FTR. It's SCU. It's a different acronym. Daniels and Kazarian. Many were surprised to see them return to Impact, somewhere they made names for themselves many years ago. Jumping ship from the AEW Universe, in part because we weren't really doing anything with them there. And now here they are on pay-per-view, challenging for the Impact Tag Team Championships. It's a huge night for them. They make their way to the ring. So Daniels and Kazarian taking on another team of Impact legends of the tag division. They've been on a roll since they returned. Daniels and Kazarian have. And now tonight, they look to continue that run of momentum by winning gold. Here come the champions, though. The Motor City Machine Guns. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley making their way to the ring. What started as smooth sailing turned into a bit of a rocky road for these two recently. They were on great track. They were on a roll after making their big return at Bound for Glory and reuniting, winning those tag team titles from the mighty Don't Kneel. We'll see them again soon, I promise. There just haven't been many good Mikey Nichols great wrestlers yet. But it was a smooth sailing. They had big wins. They were getting wins in singles action. They were getting wins in tag action. But then Bullet Club decided to turn their attention to these two. And really, it made their lives hell because Jay White, Gallows, and Anderson, they were attacking these two for daring to even be loosely associated with Jeff Hardy. But now tonight, they're going to take on SCU. I believe it was Chris Sabin who knocked off Chris Daniels a few weeks ago in singles action. And I feel like I remember that because I think a matchup that confusing with names probably would be pretty memorable to me. So the Impact Tag Team titles on the line. The challengers, Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. SCU, the champions, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. the Motor City Machine Guns. Here we go. Shelley and Kazarian starting off. Shelley with a left hook. Kazarian with a chop. Kazarian takes him down now, and Kazarian drops him by slamming his arm into the mat now, and Kazarian getting back to his feet. Kaz pulls him in now, and Kazarian taking him towards the corner. Throws him into the corner. Tag made to Daniels. SCU starting it off with an early tag. They pop him up. Assisted back body drop power bomb from Daniels and Kazarian into a cover. One, no. And now Daniels grabs onto him, scoops him up, drops him with a backbreaker. And Daniels now takes him down with the Fisherman Suplex. It has been all SCU so far. Shelley is down. Daniels has a long way to go. Nobody home. Alex Shelley back to his feet. Drop kick. Went for an elbow drop. Nobody home. Daniels out of the way. Another drop kick from Shelley, though. Alex Shelley finally getting back into it. Shelley now gets him back to his feet. And Alex Shelley grabs onto him before discus forearm. Throws him into the corner. Tag made. Sabin is in. You know, on their first night here, Daniels and Kazarian mentioned they've done a lot together. They've won tag titles. They fought side by side. They fought against each other. They helped reunite a child with their biological father. Don't ask. And now they fight the Motor City Machine Guns as Sabin firing away with left hooks, goes for a kick. Roundhouse kick. The less said about Claire Lynch, the better. And now getting him back to his feet is Sabin. Went for another roundhouse. There's a slap. Drop kick. Getting him back to his feet now is Sabin. Chris Sabin, former Impact World Champion in his own right, gets caught by Daniels. Daniels now taking Sabin. Throws him into the corner. Tag made to Kazarian. And now SCU back in the ring together. Off the ropes goes Sabin, and a back body drop takes him down. Kazarian now kicking him down, and Kazarian kick to the back as well for good measure. Into a cover. Kick out from Sabin. And now Kazarian stalking him. Big discus chomp. Sabin kicks at the knees though, and now Chris Sabin kicks him in the ribs. Grabs onto him, spins around. Look at this. Into a cover. Technical cover here. One. No. Sabin now into an arm drag. Takes down Kaz. Kazarian getting knocked back. Sabin kicks him in the ribs. Grabs onto him. Sabin gets him up. Lifting cutter. Drops him. All hail Sabin. He can get the win here. 2. Kick out from Kaz. Frankie Kazarian kicks out. Sabin grabs onto him, gets him back to his feet. There's a chop. Kazarian with a chop of his own. And now Frankie Kazarian kicks him in the ribs, pulls him in, lifts him up, and drives him into the mat. We could have a double tag on our hands. Yes, we do. Christopher Daniels and Alex Shelley in the ring. Alex Shelley, tornado DDT. And now Shelley running the ropes. Springboard, crossbody. Alex Shelley coming in like a madman. Going to the top rope. He's up high. With a Dragon Whip Hurricane Rana. 1, 2. Daniels kicks out. And now Sabin tries to help out. Alex Shelley gets kicked in the ribs by Christopher Daniels. Daniels, they run into one another. And Daniels now, double underhook suplex, takes him down. Full Nelson. And now a tag made to Kazarian. Frankie Kazarian back in. Kazarian turns him around with a right hook. Grabs onto him. Reverse DDT. Death drop. Takes him down. 1, 2. Sabin makes the save. And now Kazarian picking up Shelley. Frankie Kazarian now grabs Alex Shelley. Throws him across the ring into the corner. Chris Kazarian now, what's he thinking? Frankie Kazarian scoops him up, slams him down. Kazarian grabs the arm and slams down the arm as well. Getting back to his feet now is Kaz. Kazarian tries to grab him, countered. Gets caught. Kazarian now throws him back into the corner. Kazarian grabs onto him. Oh, chopping the hell out of Alex Shelley's chest now. I don't want to know what that's going to look like when it's done. Another double tag. Daniels and Sabin in. Chris and Chris back in. There's a chop. Sabin grabs onto Daniels. Gets him up for Hail. Sabin, he plants him in the mat. 1, 2. Daniels kicked out. And now Daniels thrown in the corner by Sabin. Oh, went for the tag to Shelley, but Daniels countered. Now Chris Daniels German suplexes him, turning him over. Getting him back to his feet now, and now takes him down. Daniels in 2. Oh, Daniels. Oh my God. Surfboard stretch into a stomp. Sabin is down. Tag made back to Kazarian. Kazarian turns him over, and Kazarian runs in for the cover. Confusing move there. 2. Kick out. Turns him over now, does Kazarian. Oh, wait a minute. Sabin back to his feet. Sabin with an elbow strike knocks back Kazarian. And now Kaz thrown off the ropes. Sabin, they collide. Sabin, oh, knee strike. Not doing a great job, though. If what he's trying to do is put him in the corner. Sabin with a kick. Chris Sabin now knocking him back, puts him in the corner. That's exactly what he was trying to do. But Kazarian fought back, and now Kazarian smacks him in the face. And Kazarian pulling him in now. Kazarian, whoa, counter, rolled through. 1, 2, no. And now Sabin with Kazarian into the corner. Tag made. Motor City looking for their first double team. Takes him down. And now Alex Shelley gets caught with a chop. Right hand turns him around now. Drops him on his head. Oh, but Shelley pumps back up. Double knees from Kazarian. And Shelley coming in like a house of fire now. Knocks him back. Elbow into the back. Both men getting back to their feet now. He gets caught onto the shoulders. And the air raid crash from Alex Shelley. 1, 2, 3, no! Nearly got him. There's a right hook. He grabs him again. He throws him back into the corner of Motor City. Tag made. Sabin is in. Sabin and Shelley going for another double team. Sabin and Shelley, here we go. Knee strike. Enziguri into Northern Lights. Trying to keep Daniels out. Oh! I can't tell if the tag was made or not. It doesn't appear so. As Chris Sabin has him up for a power bomb. Kazarian counters. I think Sabin had just enough time to prevent the tag. So Kazarian's got to weather the storm a little longer. Sabin kicks out of the attempted cover. And a spine buster. Kazarian's got him down. There's another kick. Kazarian grabs him. And Kazarian stomps the knee into the mat. Grabs onto Sabin now, and Sabin elbow strike. Sabin now gets him up. Sabin looking to make him hail. Sabin takes him down. 1, 2. It's over. Motor City Machine Guns are your winners. Motor City and SCU put on a hell of a matchup tonight. Hell of a fight for those tag team titles, but ultimately SCU come up short and Motor City retain their gold. Big win there for Motor City. The gold remains theirs. So your winners, ladies and gentlemen, and still the Impact Tag Team Champions, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Motor City Machine Guns. Whoa, wait a minute. Shelley was just pulled out of the ring. That's all ego Ethan Page. He doesn't work here anymore. He hasn't worked here in over a year. Ethan Page Oh my God, Ethan Page! With one out of the champions for Ego's Edge. And back in the ring, there's Josh Alexander. We haven't seen him since Impact started either. He's been on the roster, but no one's seen him. Page and Alexander jumping the tag team champions. This is the North. The North has reunited seemingly. Alexander plants him. The North is seemingly back in Impact Wrestling. Reunited are Page and Alexander, and they have immediately set their sights on the Impact Tag Team Championships. Ethan Page and Josh Alexander are back. More action up next. In this next match, there are no titles, but one man loses his shame, that's for sure. Here comes Rockstar Spud to the ring. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why he looks like he's infected with the Venom symbiote or what. There's been no word from 2K on when this will be fixed, so you're just going to have to bear with me as Rockstar Spud makes his way to the ring. I'll play with it more off screen. Hate that happens on a pay-per-view, but Rockstar Spud makes his way to the ring. He takes on the intellectual savior of the masses, Aron Stevens. Aron Stevens making his way to the ring. He's been on a conquest. He's been on a journey trying to become the Impact General Manager for quite some time now. Last month it was interrupted, or 2 months ago it was interrupted by Samoa Joe making his Impact return. And then Rockstar Spud has been foiling his plans left and right. I've been told that Aron Stevens paid off security tonight, and Samuel Shaw has been removed from the building and will not be allowed back in due to his recent attacks against Aron Stevens. So it's Spud and Stevens. Here we go. Rockstar Spud immediately throwing punches at Stevens, knocking him back. Spud went for a super kick. Stevens caught him now, and Stevens takes out the knee. Aron Stevens turns him around now, and Aron Stevens grabs onto Spud and drives with a knee to the back of the neck into a neck breaker. And there's a face buster as well. Remember, the loser becomes the winner's servant, butler, if you will, after this matchup. And now Stevens trying to make Spud tap out. Rockstar Spud rolls back in though, and Spud takes him out with a head scissor takedown. For a pounce, Spud got knocked back. Aron Stevens pulling back on the neck. And now Aron Stevens pulls back on the neck of Spud, and Spud goes down. Rockstar Spud is down. Aron Stevens pulls back again. Goes for another kick. Spud, discus forearm, knocks him down. And Rockstar Spud now getting Stevens back up to his feet. Spud kicks him in the ribs. Rockstar Spud firing away on Stevens. Kicks him again. Spud with another super kick. Knocks back Aron Stevens. Spud getting him back to his feet, and Spud. No, Stevens. Oh, gets thrown in the corner. Spud with a clothesline. Rockstar Spud is like a house of fire right now. Spud. Elbow drop. And another stomp. And Spud went for a knee strike. Stevens out of the way. Stevens turns him around. Stevens grabs him. Stevens throws him in the corner, and Aron Stevens running himself shoulder first into Spud's waist. Punches him in the back. Spud goes down. Stevens now turning him over. Aron Stevens cover on Spud. 1, 2. Spud kicks out. Stevens now turns him around. Spud counters. Spud right hand. And Rockstar Spud. Oh, wheelbarrow. Bulldog. Rockstar Spud getting Stevens back up to his feet. Spud, super kick. And Spud drops the elbow and lays across Stevens. 2. Stevens gets the shoulders up. Now Spud getting Stevens back to his feet. Rockstar Spud. Oh, they bump into the referee. And now Spud throws Stevens again. Back across the ring. Oh, went for another clothesline. Stevens countered. Now Stevens with Spud. Gets him up on his shoulders. Rockstar Spud elbowing him in the head. Spud counters. And now Spud grabs Stevens. Throws him. And Rockstar Spud runs into the corner with a clothesline. Down goes Stevens. Spud just throwing him left and right around the ring. Gets out of the way, just lets him run himself that time. Throws him again now. And Spud with a drop kick to Stevens. Rockstar Spud now grabs Aron Stevens. And Spud with Stevens. Throws him out of the ring. Referee begins his count and Spud is celebrating a bit early. The referee distracted with whether or not Stevens is getting back home. Who the hell? That's... Oh my god! That's Tyler Breeze! And the referee didn't see it, but he just cost Spud. He just kicked Spud's legs out from him. You're welcome! Not like this! The whole time, we'd been worried, Stevens had been worried that Spud was going to have Sam Shaw interfere on his behalf, but Stevens had a master plan. Tyler Breeze, making his Impact debut, sweeps the leg of Spud while the ref's back is turned, lets Stevens hit You're Welcome, and Aron Stevens gets the win, which means that Rockstar Spud is officially his butler. And now Stevens instructing Breeze to carry Spud out of here. What the hell is Tyler Breeze doing associated with Aron Stevens? Well, despite a controversial ending to the Spud and Stevens match, a championship matchup is up next as the Knockouts Championship is going to be on the line. Mickie James making her way to the ring first. Mickie James making her way to the ring, getting her first big title opportunity in the LS11 Universe. She challenges for the Knockouts title right here tonight. It's a big opportunity for her. She's a former Knockouts champion in her own right. Former women's champion all over the country. Mickie James making her way to the ring. We're going to bring the hardcore country to No Surrender. Her opponent, though, she is the Knockouts champion, Alexa Bliss. Bliss with her muscle Jordan Grace in her corner. Bliss making her way to the ring. She made a shock debut on the first Impact episode, period, where she challenged Deonna Purrazzo for the Knockouts title in the main event of that episode. She would win the title then and has been on a roll with it ever since. With Jordan Grace in her corner, she's had backup everywhere she's gone. Just 2 nights ago on Impact, though, Mickie James did get a quick roll-up victory over Jordan Grace, and that resulted in Grace once again attacking Mickie James. Bliss has been having Jordan Grace attack Mickie James at pretty much every turn she could in the build-up to this matchup, so there's no way Mickie James is coming into this one 100%, but we'll see how far she can go against Alexa Bliss tonight, see if she can somehow, some way dig deep and pull out what she needs to win. So, introducing the challenger, Mickie James. And her opponent from Columbus, Ohio, she is the Knockouts champion, Alexa Bliss. Bliss looking to make sure that knockouts title goes nowhere. So Mickie James and Alexa Bliss one-on-one. It's about to go down. Without any further ado, here we go. They lock up. Mickie James come at her out of the gate, grabs her by the pigtails and slams her into the mat, getting Bliss back up to her feet. You know Mickie James is doing what everyone on the Knockouts rosters want to do for a while, and that's get their hands on Bliss. Big knee strike, dropping the Knockouts champion. Mickie now getting her back up to her feet, and Mickie James with Bliss into the corner. Big monkey flip sends her across the ring. And now Mickie James, double axe handle, takes Bliss down. And James goes for it again. Bliss got out of the way. And now Bliss, with a slap to the face, takes her down. Alexa Bliss going after the knee now. Going after the knees of Mickie James, pulling back on the foot. Mickie James in some trouble here. Bliss taking out the leg. Mickie James goes down now. Bliss grabs her by the leg again. And torques the knee. Pulls back on it again. Wishboning it the other way. She goes down. And Mickie James in some trouble now. Bliss has her in a head scissor trying to tap her out. And Mickie James rolls over and gets out of it. Mickie James went for a knee strike, knocked her back again. Bliss is down. James grabs her now, picking her back up to her feet. Alexa Bliss gets kicked. Mickie James knocking her back again. James grabs onto her, throws Bliss across the ring and back into the corner. Mickie James, it would mean so much to her to be a champion again with such a long career. Just adding another championship to that legendary resume that she has. She takes her down with another double axe handle. And now Mickie getting her back up to her feet. Mickie James with a kick again to Bliss. Bliss with a right hook now counters. Bliss knocking her back. Bliss turns her around, grabs Mickie James, grabs her into a chokehold and a knee into the back with a backbreaker. Bliss now putting her boots to the side of Mickie James' head, takes her down. Bliss grabs onto Mickie, getting her back to her feet. Alexa Bliss grabs Mickie James, grabs her by the hair, slams her into the mat. She goes down, there's another kick. Bliss up to the middle rope. Alexa Bliss calling Mickie James back up to her feet. Mickie James staggering. She's back up on her feet. Bliss. Whoa, Mickie caught her. Mickie James caught her. She pops her up on her shoulders into a powerbomb position. Oh, but Bliss fights her way out of the powerbomb. I think James was looking to do what Bliss had Grace do to her on Thursday. There's another kick. Mickie out of the way. There's another kick. Mickie James answers back. There's a clothesline. Mickie James with another. And James drop kick to Bliss. Mickie now getting Bliss back up to her feet. Mickie James, there's a kick to Bliss, and again, a chop connects, and another kick. Alexa Bliss staggers, James gets caught, Bliss takes her down, and Alexa Bliss, off the ropes, kicks her in the head. But you know, that Knockouts title means a lot to Bliss as well. She's someone that was so overlooked in the WWE Universe for so long. Despite having all this fan support, she hits insult to injury on James now. But as I was saying, she's had all this fan support for so long, she goes into a cover now, and the Knockouts title is the first time she's had a title opportunity and won it. It's the first time she's been champion in the channel history. As Mickie James kicks out, now Bliss going to the top. I think she was going to go for Twisted Bliss. Mickie James throws her off the top rope. Bliss is down now. Bliss staggering back to her feet. Mickie James with Mick kick. Cover. 1, 2. Bliss gets the shoulders up. Alexa Bliss got the shoulders up now, and Mickie James kicks her on the ribs. Mickie James, as I said, looks like she's trying to do what Jordynne Grace did to her on Thursday. Bliss in trouble. Mickie James power bombs Bliss to the outside. And now Mickie James going to the outside. She knows she can't win the title on a countout. Oh, but Jordynne Grace trying to get in the way. And so Mickie James turns her attention to her. Turns her attention back to Bliss now, who capitalizes. And Bliss fully recovers and takes her down. Bliss wiping her hands as if she's done, and Jordynne Grace cheering her on. Bliss now gets her DDT on the outside. A kick now from Bliss. She grabs onto Mickie James, ties her up in a head scissor on the outside. Mickie James in trouble now. The referee continues his count. Mickie James can't afford to be counted out. We're at a 6 count now. Kicks her in the ribs now, does Bliss. Bliss, sunset flip. 8 count. 9. Mickie James beats the 10 count. Forces the referee to restart, so now Bliss getting back in the ring with her. Bliss with a right hook. And now they're back in the ring. Bliss throws her by the hair. Mickie James getting back up, and Mickie James takes her down. Mickie James down to ground and pound, punching Bliss in the face. And stomps her in the chest. Bliss is down. Mickie James taking her down. Bliss now getting back to her feet. Bliss with a wheelbarrow into an arm drag. Goes for a slap. Mickie James knocking her back. That went for a chop. Bliss with a kick. Alexa Bliss with another slap. Bliss, no. James kicking at the knees. Mickie James kicks at the knees of Bliss. Mickie James with a slap now. There's a chop. Super kick. Takes her down. Mickie grabs onto Bliss now. Mickie James went for another one. Bliss caught her. And now Bliss grabs her by the throat. I don't think you're going to get much height there. Bliss takes her down, though, sweeping the legs. And now Bliss mocking James, making fun of her. And Bliss with the ending of, there's the injury part of insult to injury. Takes down Mickie now, and Bliss going up to the top rope. Alexa Bliss up to the top, looking for, well, she's telling Mickie James to get up now, and Bliss telling her to get up. Diving crossbody, didn't get all of it. Her knees got Mickie in the face, though. Mickie James kicks back up, and oh, Bliss, you just made her mad. You just made her mad, and that's not what you want. Mickie James kicks on the back now. Mickie James now gets knocked back by Bliss. Bliss grabs onto her, and Alexa Bliss throws her across the ring. Bliss telling her to bring it on. Mickie James getting back to her feet. And went for a clothesline. Bliss ducked. Bliss went for a clothesline. Mickie ducked. Mickie James, elbow strike. Big knee again to Bliss. Turns her over now. Mickie James for the Knockouts title. Cover on Bliss. 1, no. Bliss grabs her now. Bliss crucifix takes her down. Mickie James is down. Bliss with another kick. Mickie James getting pulled in. Bliss slams her face first into the mat. And now Alexa Bliss grabs her by the arm, dragging her away from the ropes. Now is Bliss. Turns her over with a kick. Alexa Bliss, insult to injury. Connects again. Turns her over now, does Bliss. Into a cover on Mickie. 1, 2. Mickie James gets the shoulders up. Mickie James, oh, kicks her in the face all the way up. Went for a drop kick. Bliss got out of the way. Bliss pulls her in now, and Bliss targeting the arm of Mickie James. And takes her down. Getting her back to her feet now is Bliss, and Alexa Bliss grabs onto Mickie James. Throws her in the corner. Bliss grabs onto her and turns her around. Bliss grabs her up to the middle rope now. Bliss shoving her face first into the turnbuckle. Mickie James staggers. There's a punch from Bliss. Takes her down now, and Bliss into another cover on James. 1, 2. Kick out from Mickie again. Now Bliss turns her over, and Alexa Bliss with a drop kick to the back of Mickie James. James is down. Bliss going to the top rope. Mickie James managing to avoid the twisted Bliss again, it would seem. Alexa Bliss not really sure what to do now. So she dives at her, goes for a cross body. Mickie James body slams her. And now Mickie James getting her back up to her feet, and James with another Mick kick to Bliss. Mickie James getting her up to her feet now, and Mickie James pulls her in for the Mick DT for the title. 1, 2, Bliss. Kick down center into the referee for a second there too. Mickie James went for a double axe handle. Bliss out of the way. Bliss gets her back to her feet. Now Bliss kicks her in the ribs for the twisted DDT. Bliss grabs her now, and Bliss, smart move here, getting her away from the ropes to avoid a rope break. Alexa Bliss now into a cover on Mickie James. Bliss. 1, 2. Oh, last possible moment. She got the shoulders up. Mickie staggering. Bliss grabs her and slams her back of her head first into the mat. And Alexa Bliss stomps the arm. Bliss now getting James back up to her feet, and Alexa Bliss grabs onto her, throws her across the ring into the corner. Out of the ring goes Mickie James. She spills to the outside, and now Bliss is going to be the one looking to win this by a count out. Referee begins his count as Mickie James staggers back to her feet. Drop kicks Bliss. Oh, drop kicks Jordynne Grace as well. And now Mickie James back in the ring. Bliss getting a bit of a pep talk now. Mickie James distracted with Jordynne Grace at the moment, which allows Bliss to come in with a clothesline. Into another. And Alexa Bliss with a drop kick to Mickie James. Bliss now grabs Mickie, grabs her and dragging her away from the ropes. Alexa Bliss, she might have just won it off Mickie being distracted. Into a cover. 1, 2, kick out from James. Bliss now punching on the face repeatedly. James goes down and Alexa Bliss kicks her, turning her over. Bliss, insult, 2, injury, connects again. And now Bliss going to the top. 4, twisted Bliss. 1, 2, 3. The Knockouts champion retains. Alexa Bliss retains her championship over Mickie James. So Alexa Bliss in the end gets the win, keeps the Knockouts title for yet another night. We got more coming up. From one Aldis to another, Mickie James' husband Nick Aldis will be in action up next. Samoa Joe, Nick Aldis, a battle for pride, glory, and a potential world title match down the road. Coming up next. Big win though for Alexa Bliss. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, this matchup scheduled for one fall. There are no championships involved, but you got to think the winner of this matchup will be heavily considered for a future championship opportunity as Nick Aldis makes his way to the ring first. Aldis surprised many when he was part of Impact Wrestling for this Universe mode when he showed up on the first weekly episode and put his face right in the mix with Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe has been very respectful to Nick Aldis so far, but he's warned him, cross me, and things go wrong. And, well, we've seen what happens when that bell rings and Samoa Joe gets involved in a matchup. So what awaits Nick Aldis tonight? Nick Aldis, he's one of the best there is right now, if you ask me. Pure wrestling-wise, this man, he's a very good wrestler. But Samoa Joe's deadly. Samoa Joe's very deadly. Nick Aldis enters the ring. And the man who defined the NWA World title for so many years enters the ring now, where he will now take on the Destroyer, the Samoan submission machine. Samoa Joe making his way to the ring. You gotta think championship gold is on Joe's mind. That is all that has been on his mind since he showed up in front of Aron Stevens 2 months ago. Samoa Joe enters the ring. The Destroyer ready to meet Nick Aldis in the ring. Both men have been very impressive in Impact so far, but this is Joe's home turf. This is where he made a name for himself as the Destroyer. So it's Samoa Joe and Nick Aldis, one-on-one. Here we go. Joe Emilio goes for a chop. Aldis caught him. Aldis, goes out of the leg. Pegs out the knee of Joe. Joe rolls back to his feet though, and Samoa Joe, big boot, takes him down. Joe kicking him down now. Samoa Joe kicks him in the back. Joe now gets back to his feet. Aldis runs him through. Now Aldis, now Joe getting back to his feet, and Joe, jawbreaker to Aldis. Samoa Joe kicks him in the ribs. Coming off the ropes. Samoa Joe, big kick to the face. As I said, this one's not going to be pretty. This one's going to be a fight. Joe gets him back to his feet now, and Samoa Joe grabs onto Nick Aldis, throws him across the ring into the corner. Joe, elbow strike, enziguri, takes him down. Aldis goes down. Samoa Joe picks him back up, and Samoa Joe kicks him in the ribs. Coming off the ropes again. Another drop kick. Right in the face. Takes him down. Joe now getting him back to his feet, and Joe, a chop, and again, Samoa Joe grabs onto him, throws him off the ropes, and Samoa Joe with a power slam. And an elbow drop. It's all Joe right now. Samoa Joe absolutely dominating Aldis. Went for a chop. Aldis with a right hook. And now Nick Aldis grabs Joe, rakes the eyes. Aldis grabs onto him again. Nick Aldis throws Joe over the top rope. Aldis with a right hook. Drop kick. Sends Joe flat back to the outside. Now Aldis follows Joe to the outside, kicks him and turns him over. Going back on the neck now is Aldis. Nick Aldis trying to take down Joe. Trying to choke him out on the inside, but Samoa Joe back to his feet. Sweeps the legs of Nick Aldis. And Samoa Joe throws him into the barricade. Remember at the count of 3 now is Joe. Gets Aldis up, and Joe power bombs him into the steel guardrail. And Joe now grabs him by the back of the head. And throws him back into the ring. Count of 5, it is all Joe right now. Joe getting him back to his feet again, and Joe saying, "Is that the best you got?" Aldis answers back, and Aldis throws him back over the top rope. Joe answers back, and Joe says, "We're keeping this thing in the ring." There's a jab from Joe. Keeping the jabs coming. There's a chop. Samoa Joe gets caught. Aldis takes out the leg, and Nick Aldis pulls back on the leg of Joe again. Aldis grabs onto the arm now, and Aldis pulling back on the arm of Joe. Samoa Joe in some trouble now. Samoa Joe. Aldis takes him down, and Nick Aldis pulls it back again. Cover. 2, no, kick out. Another kick from Aldis. Aldis has Joe down. Nick Aldis grabbing Joe, getting him back to his feet. Aldis grabs onto him. Nick Aldis grabs Joe now, and Joe answers back. Samoa Joe, oh God. German suplexes him. Now Joe grabs onto Aldis. Samoa Joe clotheslines him. Big slap to the face for good measure. Joe going to the top rope. Samoa Joe up high. Oh, went for a dive, and Aldis got out of the way. Nick Aldis gets back to his feet now, and Aldis grabs Joe, scoops him up. Aldis spikes him on his head. Aldis spiking Joe with a pile driver from a tombstone-like position. Aldis drags Joe away from the ropes, but you're wasting too much time, Nick. You might have him. 1, 2, Joe gets the shoulders up. Samoa Joe staggering now back to his feet. Aldis pulls him in. Nick Aldis snapping the arm. And again takes out the arm of Joe. Nick Aldis grabs the arm, pulling back on the arm of Joe again. Joe is down, and Aldis grabs onto him, and Aldis brings his boot to the face. Grinds the boot on the face of Joe. Nick Aldis goes to the top rope again, and Aldis elbow drop to Joe. That's gonna do it. 1, 2. Samoa Joe got the shoulder up. Aldis can't believe it now. He's looking for a submission. It looks like he sits down on the back of Samoa Joe. Oh no. Samoa Joe back to his feet now. And Joe is gonna kill you, Aldis. Throws him in the corner. Samoa Joe now puts him on the top rope. And Joe puts him up top. I thought he was gonna look for Muscle Buster, but instead he goes to the top with him. And Joe with a back body drop off the top rope. Samoa Joe getting him back to his feet now, and Samoa Joe grabs onto him, kicked in the ribs though. Aldis goes for another kick and a chop. Samoa Joe answers back with a right hook. Joe with Aldis. Off the ropes. For the power slam, they collide. And throws him into the corner. Joe now, oh God, puts Aldis up top. Here we go. Joe! Muscle Buster! Cover! 1, 2, 3, no! Nick Aldis, one of the only people to ever kick out of a Muscle Buster. He hits a German on Joe. The Muscle Buster rarely kicked out of through Joe's whole career, and Nick Aldis just did it. In the LS11 Universe, it's only been kicked out of one other time, and that was by Keith Lee. This shows you just how important this matchup is for Nick Aldis. He wants to be Impact World Champion just as much as Joe does, but now Joe takes him down again. They collide. Aldis throws Joe into the ropes, grabs onto him, and can't quite get him for the full German, so just does a takedown. A Greco-Roman takedown, I believe is what Ray would call that. Sweeps the leg now, does Joe. And if that's the wrong maneuver, then it's not Ray's fault. I misquoted him. Joe throws him in the corner now, and Joe drops him. And now the submission machine might be coming out. Joe grabs him, takes him down. Crossface. Crossface is in on Aldis. Is Nick Aldis about to tap out? Is Joe about to put him to sleep? Joe can tap you out a million ways from Sunday. And he's looking to do that to Nick Aldis right now. Samoa Joe. No, Nick Aldis rolls back through. Aldis, no, Joe gets caught with a jab. Aldis sends him to the outside. Oh no. Joe wakes right back up and he's angry. He just super kicked Aldis. Aldis kicks him in the ribs though, and now Aldis grabs Joe. Nick Aldis. Knee into the back on the outside. Joe rolls back to his feet. No! Aldis caught him with a knee strike. Nick Aldis looking to reel things back into his favor. Joe throws him over his shoulders and takes him down. Now Joe gets Aldis back up to his feet. Samoa Joe throws him back into the ring. Samoa Joe grabs Nick Aldis, picks him back up to his feet. Joe, with Aldis, gets kicked in the ribs. And now Aldis, no. Joe going as the legs. Samoa Joe kicks at the legs of Aldis. Turns him around into, whoa, looked like he was going for cocaine clutch. Aldis gets caught in the ribs. And now Joe, no. Aldis, counter for counter with these two right now. Aldis with a punch to the back. Takes at the legs of Joe. And now Nick Aldis grabs Joe. Dragging him away from the ropes is Aldis. Dragging him towards the center of the ring. Nick Aldis goes around to the legs. Aldis looking for Cloverleaf. Cloverleaf is in, but Joe was in the ropes. Joe was in the ropes, which might cost Aldis the match. Aldis turns him over now, and Aldis cover on the Destroyer. 1, 2, Joe gets the shoulders up. You know his legs are hurting, though. He was only in that Cloverleaf for a moment, but it had to have hurt his legs. Aldis drops the back of Joe again. And now Nick Aldis saying, bring it on, and Joe agrees. Puts him in the corner. Counter. Aldis knocking him back. Nick Aldis gets chopped. And again, Joe with a double chomp. And now Samoa Joe back into the crossface. Crossface is back in, but a rope break. Jab, Samoa Joe firing away on Nick Aldis. Chops him in the face. Samoa Joe. Clothesline. Joe goes to the outside. No God. Samoa Joe's gone to the top rope. That's a dangerous place for that 300-pound man to be. Elbow off the top. And now Samoa Joe gets him back to his feet. Right hook into Coquina Clutch. Coquina Clutch is in. Nick Aldis has nowhere to go. Nick Aldis has nowhere to go. It's over. It's over. What a fight Joe and Aldis just put one another through. A war from these two men. The Muscle Buster came out. Aldis had an elbow drop. The Cloverleaf could have been it if Joe wasn't in the ropes. But ultimately, Joe puts him to sleep. Samoa Joe continues his winning ways. Joe remains undefeated since his return to Impact. If I had a nickel for every time Samoa Joe has returned somewhere this season, I'd have 2 nickels. Samoa Joe with the win. We got more coming up. Digital media title on the line up next. It is our second to last matchup of the evening, and it is for the Impact Digital Media Championship. The challenger making his way to the ring is the man who, well, made a shock debut 2 months ago as the 20th man in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet, Mustafa Ali. Former United States champion making his way to the ring. A man who saw better things on the horizon if he came to Impact Wrestling, and he's ended up face-to-face with the digital media champion Matt Cardona, who cheated his way into eliminating Ali from Call Your Shot and going to the final two. Cardona was trying to go all the way and become Impact World Champion at the same time as digital media champion. But now Ali making his way to the ring. And Mustafa Ali stepping up tonight, looking to win more championship gold, something he's only done once before. And when he did it, it was very quickly ripped away at the hands of the man we saw a moment ago, Samoa Joe. The issue for Ali, though, as he looks to shut it down tonight and beat up Matt Cardona to take that digital media title. The issue for Ali in this matchup is Matt Cardona has the numbers game with Chelsea Green and Brian Myers of the major players. Ali has tried to have backup in the past against major players, but as we saw on Thursday when he teamed up with Joe Hendry, it didn't quite work out due to, again, well, in this case, it was that Myers and Cardona have been teaming up for years, whereas that was the first time Ali and Hendry had ever teamed up. But the digital media champion making his way to the ring, Matt Cardona, is here. So Matt Cardona on his way to the ring. Cardona now, Long Island's own, host of the Major Wrestling Figure Pod. Cardona, the digital media champion, a guy that I've been no stranger of saying that he's been one of my favorites pretty much since I first started watching wrestling 8 years ago now. Cardona makes his way to the ring. Digital Media Championship on the line. Introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 198 pounds, Mustafa Ali. And his opponent from Long Island, New York, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the digital media champion, Matt Cardona. Cardona handing the digital media title over to the ref. It's about to go down. Cardona and Ali one-on-one. Without any further ado, these two finally get their hands on one another. In this case, Ali finally gets his hands on Cardona. Here we go. Ali out of the gate with a Hurricane Rana. Ali knows Cardona has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide like he did on Thursday in that tag match. No one to hide behind anymore. Ali coming after the digital media champion, knocking him back. Cardona counters. Cardona knocking him back now. Cardona throws Ali in the corner, and Matt Cardona grabs Ali, pulling his arm into the rope, pushing him into the corner. And now Matt Cardona grabs onto him. Cardona pulling the arm again of Ali. Cardona trying to take the arm out of the equation. Ali uses his other arm to his advantage though. Jumping drop kick from Ali into another. And now Mustafa Ali coming off the ropes. Clotheslines Matt Cardona out of the ring. And Myers and Green are getting concerned. Ali slides out of the bottom rope. Kicks him. Taking him down. It is all Mustafa Ali right now. And Cardona knocks him back now. Matt Cardona takes him down. Cardona now into ground and pound on Ali. Mustafa Ali goes down. Cardona kicks him. Referee at a count of 5. Ali takes out the knee of Cardona. Now, referee saying, get back in this ring. Ali slams him to the announce table, throws him back into the ring. Mustafa Ali runs around the ringside area, telling Matt Cardona to get back up. Ali springboards, rolls through and kicks Cardona on his way back in. Ali now grabbing Cardona, getting him back to his feet. It's been all Ali right now. Cardona finally getting back into it, though. He throws him in the corner. And now Matt Cardona with a chop. Cardona with another. And Matt Cardona grabbing onto him. Knee into the ribs. And again, Cardona taking him down. Pushes him off the ropes now. And Cardona grabs him. Turns him around. Matt Cardona scoops him up. Taking him towards the corner. Cardona throwing him out of the ring. Saying, just like Bound for Glory. At that time, Cardona didn't have any help from his wife. Cardona goes into ground and pound, punching Ali in the face. Takes him down. And a stomp to the chest. Cardona back in, ground and pound again on Ali. Takes him down again, and a stomp again. Cardona firing away on the face of Ali now. And another stomp for good measure. 5 count. 6 count. Ali getting back up to his feet. Cardona back into the ring. Cardona breaking the count. Cardona wants to humiliate Ali, it would seem. Throws him back in. And now Matt Cardona back in as well. Cardona. Oh, Ali trying to get back up, but Cardona gets him back to his feet. Matt Cardona with Ali into the corner. Cardona kicks him down. Cardona. Oh, here we go. Woo, woo. You know it. The broski boot connects from Cardona. Cover. 1, 2. Ali kicks out. And now Matt Cardona. Oh, Ali kicked him in the head. Mustafa Ali getting him back to his feet. Drop kick. And Ali with a kick to Cardona. Knocking him back. Mustafa Ali. Oh, Cardona gets him up. Ali. Hurricane Rana. 1, 2. No. Cardona kicked out. Ali now getting Cardona back up to his feet, and Cardona gets kicked in the knee. Ali gets caught. Cardona. Radio silence. Cardona decides 1 isn't enough. Ali answers back. And now Mustafa Ali sent out of the ring again. And now Cardona getting Ali back to his feet. Matt Cardona grabs onto him. Cardona sends him back in the ring again. Cardona now getting him back up to his feet. And Matt Cardona. Another. Ali kicks him in the ribs though. And Ali grabs Cardona. Sends him out to ringside. Where Myers and Green are waiting though. And now Ali has to figure out what to do. Ali dives out to Cardona. Oh, but now Myers and Green. Myers and Green arguing with Ali. Well, Cardona, wait a minute. There's Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry getting between the two. Backing Ali up against the major players. Hendry has a chair and is threatening Myers to back down. What the? Hendry just hit Ali with the chair. And the referee's too distracted by Chelsea Green on the other side of the ring to see it. Hendry dropping Ali. What the heck? Joe Hendry's helping Matt Cardona. And Myers is loving it. Myers wants a turn with the chair. Hendry assisting the major players. Oh, and now Green's done distracting the ref. As Hendry and Myers have thrown Ali back in the ring, the ref has no idea what just happened. And Cardona licking his chops. Radio silence. 1, 2, 3. Cardona with not only the assist of Brian Myers and Chelsea Green, but seemingly the newest major player, Joe Hendry. He beats Mustafa Ali. Matt Cardona retains the digital media title, and the major players embracing Joe Hendry at the moment. Damn you, Hendry. Only one match left. It's the main event. It's up next. This is it. The long-awaited, highly anticipated main event. The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Impact World Championship. And here comes the Switchblade. Jay White making his way to the ring. Switchblade Jay White has been taking every opportunity to lay out Jeff Hardy. Many have called him the uncrowned Impact World Champion. Many say Jeff Hardy has just been keeping that championship warm for the Switchblade. Jay White soaking it in for a moment. This is his first pay-per-view matchup in the LS11 Universe. He made a shock debut at the end of Bound for Glory, where he laid out Jeff Hardy with a pair of Blade Runners. Many thought, that's it, we're looking at the next champion. Tonight we find out just how right everyone has been, or if they've all been dead wrong. Jeff Hardy's been one to defy the odds for most of his career, but Jay White has been a champion everywhere he's set foot in his career. He's held every title imaginable in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now he steps into the ring tonight. No Gallows and Anderson, no Chris Bay, no other members of Bullet Club in sight. So Switchblade makes his way to the ring. Thinks pretty highly of himself, that much is for sure. We'll see, like I said, we'll see just what he's capable of here in our main event of the evening. I thank all of you who have joined me for No Surrender tonight. It's been a great show so far. Lots of twists and turns, as one would expect from Impact. Here comes the world champion, though. The charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Hardy making his way to the ring tonight. The world champion, his first defense of that title. He's been champion since Bound for Glory, but he is yet to defend the title. Many were shocked when Jeff Hardy won that championship, especially after going through the entire Call Your Shot gauntlet. He came out at about the halfway point and won the whole thing. Last eliminating Matt Cardona, who entered second to last, I believe it was, maybe third from last. But the Impact World Champion making his way to the ring. Hardy and White, a dream match for some, something that I don't believe we've ever seen in professional wrestling as these two collide. Jeff Hardy brings the world title to the ring. This is it, our main event coming up. Jeff Hardy is here. Bullet Club, as I said, ever present is their absence. You gotta wonder, they've got to be lurking around, all three of them. Does Jeff Hardy have a plan for them this time, though? Introducing the challenger, representing the Bullet Club, the Switchblade, Jay White. And his opponent, he is the Impact World Champion, the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, Jay White, one-on-one. Main event of the night. Jay White, I just noticed, wearing the colors of the Impact World title tonight. Red and gold. Red, white, black, and gold. Oh, there's no gold on his attire, just roll with it. Here we go. Hardy runs in. White grabs him. Oh my god! Blade Runner! Blade Runner! 1, 2, no! White was nearly world champion. Jay White was nearly world champion in record time. He brings the knee down on the head of Hardy. And now Jay White grabs him by the neck. Hardy sweeps the legs. And now Jeff Hardy takes him down. Jeff Hardy. Referee got in his way. Hardy with a basement drop kick. Hardy, that Blade Runner almost seemed to psych him up more than anything. He knocks White into the ropes. Sends him off the ropes now, ducks him. Hardy hops over him now, sends Jay White off the ropes. They collide. And now Jay White with a slap. And again, goes for a kick. Hardy swings him around. Hardy. Atomic drop. Went for a drop kick. White was just too much out of the way. And now Jay White with Hardy. Gets him up for a suplex. Takes him down. Hardy staggering now. Hardy getting back to his feet. Jay White grabs onto the arm. Knee into the ribs. And again takes him down. And now Jay White stomps the arm of Hardy. Taking him down again. White into a cover on Hardy. 1, 2. Another kick out from the champion. I gotta wonder where Hardy's headspace is after that immediate near fall in the matchup. He's going to the top rope, going somewhere he knows very well. Hardy, double axe handle, takes down White. Running swanton, takes him down again. And now Jeff Hardy, another one for good measure. Jeff Hardy has Switchblade down. Hardy going to the top rope. Jeff Hardy, his turn. Swanton, we're out of here. Cover. 1, 2, no. Both men have now hit their best shots almost immediately out of the gate. Hardy getting him back up to his feet now. Jeff Hardy with Jay White back up. Hardy kicks him in the ribs. Jay White staggering back. Hardy kicks him in the back. Went for a knee strike. Jeff getting knocked back now as Jay White kicks him in the ribs. Jay White pulls him in. Gets him up. And Jay White looking to drop Hardy now. Plants him in the mat. Hardy goes down. Now Jay White to the top rope. Jay White looking to come off the top. Telling Hardy to get up. Jay White now. Switchblade. Walking the ropes. Went for a missile drop kick. Hardy. Knee to the side of White. Jay White getting back to his feet. Hardy with a chop. Hardy turns him around. Hardy countered by Jay White. Jay White now grabs the charismatic Enigma. Lifts him up. Jay White gets him up. Takes him down. Hardy getting dragged away by White. Jay White now takes him away from the ropes. Cover. Has Hardy down. 1. No, another kick out from the champ. Hardy back up to his feet. Now Jay White grabs him. Jay White pulls him in. This is everything Bullet Club wants. They want to take over Impact. They want to take over all of wrestling. And for them, that starts here with the world title. Jay White now pulls him in. Swinging neck breaker. As White with a stomp to the arm of Hardy. Hardy goes down now. Jay White getting him back to his feet. And Jay, high-low. Down goes the champ. Hardy staggers back to his feet. Jeff Hardy, clothesline. Pops him up. Atomic drop. Into. Leg drop. Into a basement drop kick. Hardy going full vintage on that one. And now Jeff Hardy goes into the corner. Hardy up to the middle rope. What is Jeff thinking here? Oh, went for a drop kick. Undershot it. And Jay White's going to look to capitalize. He grabs him for a second. Blade Runner. For the title. 1, 2. Hardy kicked out again. Hardy's got heart. He's got resilience. He gets back to his feet. Jay White. Surely a third one would do it, right? Jay White gets him back up. Takes him down with another suplex. Hardy is down. Jay White. Well, Hardy kicks back up to his feet. Gets White in the ribs. Went for a drop kick. Jay White out of the way. Jay White's been schooling Hardy at almost every turn. Punches him in the face. Hardy goes down. Jay White with a cannonball. Both men kind of took the brunt of that. Hardy is down. Hardy ducks out of the ring, though. Jay White gets clotheslined in the back. I don't think he realized Hardy was going to get back into it that quickly. Hardy now back to his feet, right hand, sending Jay White back towards the ropes. Knocks him back. Hardy, drop kick. Splash! And now Jeff Hardy getting him back to his feet. Hardy kicks him in the ribs, grabs Jay White, throws him across the ring. Into the corner. Hardy with a clothesline. Throws Jay White down to the mat. Running Swanton again. Now Jeff Hardy staggering back to his feet. He grabs White, getting Jay White back to his feet. Hardy with a chomp. And again, Jeff Hardy knocking back Switchblade. Kicks him in the ribs. 4. Twist of Fate. 1, 2. Jay White kicks out. Jay White kicks out, but Jeff Hardy throws him across the ring now, and Jay White taken down by Hardy. There's a kick now from Hardy. He grabs Jay White. He gets him back to his feet. Hardy with a jab. And now Jeff Hardy. Clothesline. Hardy. Oh my God, he's got Jay White in the drop zone. Hardy going up. Oh, we wondered where they were. Carl Anderson has shown at the ringside. Hardy takes him down. Oh, and there's Doc Gallows. What's he gonna... Wait a minute, that's... Oh my God, that's Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy. The first time we've ever seen the Hardy Boys side by side in LS11 Universe. Twist of Fate on the steel ramp. Matt Hardy saving his brother Nero. Oh, but now Hardy finds himself face to face with what? Chris Bay. Wait a minute, that's Christian Cage. Christian Cage. What is he doing here? Unprettier to Chris Bay. Christian Cage saving one of his career-long rivals tells Hardy turn around. Oh, Christian warned him. Turn around, Jeff. Jay White. Whoa. Goes for Blade Runner. Hardy. Saw it coming. Jay White's numbers game is gone. Hardy goes to the top. Swanton. But decides he's not done. Goes up a second time. A second Swanton. And Jeff Hardy, just to put the exclamation point on this story with the Bullet Club, a third Swanton bomb. 1, 2, 3. And with the assistance of his brother Matt and his longtime rival Christian Cage, Jeff Hardy has defeated the leader of Bullet Club. Notice, unlike earlier in the night with Aron Stevens versus Rockstar Spud or Cardona versus Ali, Jeff Hardy's assistants didn't lay a hand on Jay White. They just evened the odds. Your winner and still Impact World Champion. He is still Impact World Champion despite all the odds stacked against him. Jeff Hardy is your winner. Jeff Hardy keeps his championship. Thank you all for watching tonight. Whoa, hang on a minute. I was about to sign off for the night, but that's the X Division champion. What is Swerve doing out here? Swerve Strickland coming down and almost seemingly crashing the party here with the Hardys and Christian. Jeff. Now I hate to crash a little family reunion or whatever kind of old folks gathering this is, but yeah, you beat Jay White, good job. Something to be proud of. He's a good competitor. But see, at the beginning of the night I won this X Division title. And I had someone explain it to me a little bit, because, you know, I've not been around here very long. I wanted to know exactly what this Option C thing really meant. And what it means, Jeff, is I can challenge you for that Impact World title with at least 24 hours notice. So I'll be a nice guy and I'll give you a little more than that. Get ready, Jeff. You may have thought Jay White was tough. You ain't seen nothing yet. Thursday, I'm invoking option C. I officially relinquish this X Division Championship. And on Thursday, you will see whose house Impact really is. But by all means, enjoy a little gathering here, boys. Because Thursday, this becomes Swerve's house. What a blockbuster announcement to end it on. Be sure to tune in this Thursday. Jeff Hardy, Swerve Strickland, Impact World Title. Until next time, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.